So we got the major and minor scales here, and like this is totally a rough draft video, but I made the fingerings on the violin strings as well as the viola. So viola right there, and then that's the violin, right? So I noticed a few patterns with the minor scales. So if you were to do, like, let's do the flats, you could either do it like A, D, G, C on all the viola strings, right? And then you would do F, B flat, E flat, and A flat, which would be F, B flat, E flat, and A flat, the lowered first finger on the violin, right? For all the flats. So A, D, G, C, or A, D, G, C, all the open strings on the viola, and then all the first lowered fingers on the violin, F, B flat, E flat, A flat for the flats, right? Okay, now for the sharps. There's a few different ways of, and then also you might want to do the flats this way too. Notice on the third string on the viola, right? D, G, C, F, D, G, C, F, right? And then afterwards, you do your lowered B flat, E flat, A flat, you know, B flat, E flat, A flat on the higher three strings of the viola, right? Since, yeah, the viola doesn't have the E string. So we could go like that. So it would be like covering up like this completely. So we got A, D, G, C, right? A, D, G, C, and then F, B flat, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, which we would kind of have to have the violin string in that case for the second part. But hey, it works. Let's just play along with this. Okay, now for the sharps. A, E, B, and F sharp. So there's a few different ways of looking at this. We could do it like this. So A, E, B, and F sharp would be all the normal first fingers or higher first fingers, like A, E, B, F sharp on the violin, right? And then C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp. We could either like look at it as playing like the lowered fourth finger or higher third finger on the strings. So this would be, yeah, so A, E. Or else we could look at it like this. Okay, A, E for the open strings, right? And then we got B, F sharp, which would be the higher first fingers on the violin, B on the A and then F sharp on E. And then we could go with the higher second finger on the violin. C sharp is on the A string, G sharp on the E string. And then we could do D sharp, which is the third finger or higher third finger, low first finger on the A string, and then A sharp on the E string. So A, E, B, F, C, G, D, and A. So these ones would be on the open string for violin, A string, E string, and then we'd have the first finger on the A, first finger on the E, and then we'd have the higher second finger on the C, higher second finger C sharp on the A, higher second finger on the E string, and then this would be like the third finger or lower fourth. So higher third finger on the A string, higher third finger on the E. So A, E, first finger on A and E, second finger on A and E, third finger on A and E, right? So we could go like that for another pattern. Or else you can just do your higher third finger, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp for those four strings as well. So we could have, A, E, B, F sharp, A, E, B, F sharp, that could be like your regular first finger, right? And then we would have your third finger, C, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp. And then we'd have your higher third finger, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp on the violin. Or else a lowered fourth finger. So this would be all first finger, and then this would be all of the higher third fingers played on the violin, right? So, and then of course viola. Let's do this again. So A, D, G, C, A, D, G, C, A, D, G, C right there. That would be the third finger on the violin, A, G, G, C, and then that would be the lowered first finger, F, B flat, E flat, and A flat on the viola, violin slash violin, because we kind of need that too. So I'm still figuring out, this is a rough draft video, but there are some patterns here.